recording. Can you be any louder?
Can I? Yeah.
Well, don't. Quiet the chair down. Jesus. Unprofessional.
Unprofessional. Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm Oliver.
All right, guys, and today we're going to be going over some things that were covered over in CinemaCon. We didn't really touch base much on anything other than Sony last week, so we are talking more about some other things that we find interesting. Interesting. Yes, interesting. And so let's start out with the Universal.
Right.
So they went over a couple of horror movies,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them was the Black Phone sequel.
Which I liked. Ethan Hawke, amazing job in that movie, I must say. Super good. So I'm looking forward to the...
What do you like? I just don't understand what it could be about. I mean, I'm all for it, whatever it is.
We confirmed
but
he's like dead, right?
Yeah,
he's not like
pretty
possessed
sure.
by anything,
I
like
don't
Mike
know.
Myers or anything like that.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Or is it going to be like a copycat type of killer?
We'll find out.
Oh, what do you think? Best guess.
Mm,
Any idea? From like a writer's perspective, like what do you think they could possibly do? Is it going to be a completely different killer maybe?
well, considering another thing that we were going to talk about was Megan, I'm going to go ahead
Mhm.
and say Possessed.
You can say possessed?
Yeah.
I'm going to say a whole entire new cast.
Okay.
Like completely different perspective in like the US or whatever.
Okay. Well, like I said, there's also Megan 2, which they announced and talked about how they want to make it a big franchise, and the sequel's coming out in 2025, at the beginning of 2025.
Yeah.
So.
How does that work?
New Chucky.
I mean, yeah, but the actress that plays them, like how does that work?
They will get older unless they have that AI get older with the actress.
Like there's going to be like, "Oh, this is model 2.0."
That, or they can keep. I just feel like that actress herself is so pivotal to that role that they can't really like keep changing it to girl to girl to girl or even to boy, but they can in a way do that if they have to. There is that possibility of just taking it and putting it into a different kind of doll per se.
Okay.
So,
But maybe use the same like voice actor possibly?
probably not.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know if that's going to sell.
Well,
that.
the voice actor is different now than the girl is anyway. Like it's not. The
Oh,
girl
that's
voicing
right.
it.
We
Yeah.
talked about that,
So,
I think, briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Huh. So they can really use anybody. Technically,
Mhm.
it just won't look the same.
Yeah.
Have you seen Megan?
I have.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
surprisingly good. Surprisingly
quick
like
rating.
creepy. I would say like a 7.5.
7? Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to look that up.
Speaking of horror, we also have the Exorcist reboot that's coming out,
Right.
which is called The Exorcist Believer, which is not exactly a reboot because it is more entailed to the original.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the mother of Regan
Right.
in this as well. So I'm not entirely sure like where they're gonna go with it. It's gonna be a Halloween take where only the first one matters, the rest aren't canon. Which honestly, when it comes to these horror franchises, I'm glad that
They're just rebooting all of
acknowledging
them.
that we didn't do very well. Like I feel like horror, and I'm a big horror fan, but I do understand where there was a point where it was just like sequel after sequel because you just wanted to keep milking, and doesn't mean that there was a lot of thought into it. And it happened pretty quickly. Like people fell off the bandwagon really fast when you have, I guess you can say Halloween. You had Halloween 1, Halloween 2, but then Halloween 3 goes completely away from Mike Myers.
Weird.
So they lost people like that. Where you have franchises now like Marvel and Disney where like you get to 3 and you either want more or you're satisfied with where it ended.
Right. So it seems like the horror genre is kind of trying to revamp their ways in
Yeah.
terms of, especially since they're older. I mean,
Mhm.
we didn't really know what we were doing back in the day.
You know, it was just like as much blood and gore. Like how many Jasons were there? How many Nightmare on Elm
So yeah,
Streets?
how many Exorcists are there?
There's been a couple of them, and then there's
Really?
like the Exorcism of
seen the
Emily
first one.
Rose and things like that. Like I think they had at least 3. I think
Really?
maybe
Holy
more.
shit! I've only seen the first one.
Mm-hmm. And then
What else?
So going away from some of the horror stuff, they also announced Strays, which is with Will Ferrell.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like an R-rated comedy with a stray dog that's trying to get revenge for being left astray.
Do the dogs talk?
Yeah. I'm
What do
not
we think?
sure. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of like
I feel like
movies,
it's gonna be like cats and dogs. You
I know.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, what? There's another one, Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the dog movies are either like, especially like live action dogs talking, is always like comedic or
Lady and the Tramp.
super sad. Hell, it's romantic. I don't know about like R-rated comedic seems not like an audience that
I don't
is
know. I
gonna
feel like
sell.
it's gonna give me feelings of Ted.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
that
could have said the
raunchy
same
type.
thing about a teddy bear.
Yeah, like that. Oh, I don't know. People have feelings towards dogs differently from teddy bears.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So.
You're right. And then sticking with comedy, I just want to bring up real quick Trolls 3, which is a comedy for kids. Hold on. I just want to say I don't think that the premise, don't get me wrong, like I feel I didn't mind the Trolls movies. I just feel they could have done more with this specific plot. And I believe with his brothers, if they would have had all those be the different members of NSYNC, and we got our NSYNC reunion through
Trolls.
animation
Yeah.
and like through voice
That would've
acting,
been cool.
and we still get an album, even if it's just one song of them all together, like the main song, they could have made so much more money. But they are not doing that, and I think that was a loss. Like that was a bad move.
So you've seen the first two?
I've seen the first one.
Oh, I've never seen
I
the
like
second
the
one.
first one.
I've never seen it. It's Illumination, right?
Yeah, you didn't see the first one?
Mm-mm, I haven't seen anyone. I just know the song.
I think the first one is great, to
Really?
be honest. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then again, sticking within comedies, we're gonna talk about Fast and Furious and
Dude.
how it's still continuing on.
They're gonna be. It's Fast 10 that they advertise, and
It's
supposed
Fast
to be.
X Part 2, which is the last one in the franchise.
Wait. Oh.
So Fast X was Part 1. This is Fast X Part 2.
2 was
Instead of calling it Fast and Furious 11, which would have probably been redundant and like just a bad name.
It's 11.
You know, it would have been
Technically
probably
12.
mistaken with like Ocean's 11 stuff like that.
Oh,
I
maybe.
mean 12 if you count the one with
Hobbs and Shaw.
the one that we had that argument with Devin about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. So this franchise needs to end.
12, dude.
It needs
12?
to end. But the Expendables are also having Expendables 4. We saw that.
Are they gonna go to 12?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you.
You know what's crazy is like there's like how many Supermans are there? There's a lot of Supermans.
There
but at
is.
least they're all like sequential different Supermans. Whereas this is, I kind of want to look up the longest running franchise.
The longest running franchise. I mean, you got to look at that would be into animation as well because you have The Simpsons. It's probably the longest.
No. I mean like franchise in terms of like cinema.
In cinema, Star Wars might beat it. Star Wars is right there with it.
Pretty up there, yeah.
Because it's got 9 plus Rogue One plus Solo.
Solo.
Solo. So you have 10.
10.
Is
That's
there another
it.
one?
No, that's all the movies.
So there's 10 movies there.
Ooh.
So they're tied right now.
Dude.
Well,
oh
no,
my God.
Fast is beating it by 1 if you count Hobbs
If you
and
count
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, which
Yeah.
I do count.
Yeah.
God, that's insane. All right, what else we got?
And then also Harry Potter had 8 altogether.
Yeah, but Harry
know-
Potter ended.
Well, but this is going to end hopefully.
Do we think so?
You got to admit, for an original concept about Cars, like this is a more successful Cars
But,
than the
like-
Pixar one.
Honestly, Mission Impossible is actually getting up there. We'll bring
Oh
that.
yeah, that's like
actually
where
up
is
there.
that at
That's-
now?
that's-
And this is part 1 coming out of their
There's-
part. Yeah,
I think they're kind of up there.
So I'm not defending Fast and Furious, but fuck off to you.
What do you mean? Fuck off to me? It's
You're
not
like,
even.
oh, it needs to end. There's so many of them. Like, but you also are in love with the Mission Impossible series.
But it's not up to 12.
okay. But tell me why that didn't end either.
Okay, here's why. Because they're so similar.
How has he not died yet? This is James Bond. Like that's basically what it is.
I mean, yeah, but he's kind of better. I bet money on Ethan Hunt than James Bond. Oh, okay. Oh man.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. What else you got there?
And then finally for Universal, they talked about Wicked.
Oh, I'm excited about
I'm
that.
super excited. for
Oh
Wicked.
my god, I'm
Like,
so excited.
we also have Ariana Grande playing Glinda the Good Witch,
Mm-hmm.
which is gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know who the rest of the cast are. I don't know if Indina, I don't believe she's gonna be a part of it, unless she's gonna be
I
a
don't
part of
know.
the songwriting or something like that. If they come up with, because they'll probably have originals
She's a little
for the
older.
movie.
She might. I
We'll
mean,
see. She might
she
have a
was
cameo
in
somewhere in it.
Glee, at
She could
least.
have a
Oh yeah,
cameo.
cameo
Yeah.
probably.
I
But who
just
can land those notes? That's a hard song.
I don't know,
Oh, gosh,
but
I'm excited.
I'm excited to see who they
Yeah,
cast.
that's gonna be exciting. We'll be talking about it once they actually confirm on who plays who.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be good.
And the whole point of CinemaCon 2 is how they want to celebrate going to the theater. They want to celebrate, unlike streaming. So like they didn't talk about Five Nights at Freddy's at Universal
Because it's
because
streaming
it is,
and
yeah,
theaters.
it's a streaming. So we unfortunately can't cover that, but we can talk about that's probably gonna be a decent movie, maybe, right?
I am. If you ever seen Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage, I think it's gonna be similar to that, just more horror esque.
Yeah, probably.
So very good movie, definitely recommend. But I don't know, Five Nights. Honestly, just comment down below and if you're excited about it. If you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, it's basically a horror-based game. It's gonna be another one of those talks that we have that we compare the game versus the movie, similar to the Mario conversation that we had
And Last of Us.
and The Last of Us. So yeah, comment below and see. Just let us know if you're excited about it or not. But I mean, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I just remembered you had that clip on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
representing Alex.
Yeah, representing Alex. Also, that's a nice color shirt on you. I like that.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I like your shirt too.
Oh, thanks.
Where'd you get it?
True Classic Tees. True Classic Tees. And what's nice about them is that they're tighter on the arms. They're loose in the front. And they don't make you look like a...
Don't say it. Don't say it. Damn it. At least I have a nice color on.
You do. But you can also find polos and long sleeves, activewear, pants, and underwear at True Classic Tees. And if you use our link down below and use the code NERDLOCKER, you can get 25% off your first order from now until the end of May. And that's trueclassictees.com down below.
You good?
You still look like a...
Fuck you.
So now we're going to jump into the next panel.
All right, what do we got?
So one of the other days, they covered some stuff from... One sec.
Waiting. Hanging on.
Yeah. We got some Paramount stuff we're going to go over. So
Paramount has been doing work.
Paramount has been doing some work. This is going to be some fun stuff to talk about.
Okay, good start.
So
I'm ready.
first and foremost, SpongeBob 4.
So loud. I think you spiked there, dude. Okay, what?
SpongeBob 4.
What the fuck?
Flying Dutchman.
Better.
It's going to be the most...
What was the last one about?
I don't know.
Was
Sponge
it like
out of water?
Antonio Banderas, like
I don't know.
a flying thingy?
Wasn't Keanu Reeves a tumbleweed? I don't
He
know.
was a tumbleweed.
I never
Oh my
saw
God,
it.
We're gonna have to watch it.
I don't want to.
We're gonna have to watch it.
First off, it's him versus the Flying Dutchman, and it has the most production value that any of the SpongeBob movies have had. So like, this is not like because
And
the
it's-
first SpongeBob movie was like a season, like a series finale, because like he
It's
had his
been a
own
while.
Krusty Krab and all that stuff. Like I feel like I remember there was a theory that said, or not even a theory, I think it was Steven Hellenberg, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they asked him right after the movie was released, like, oh, well, if he got all this and like he's manager of his own Krusty Krab, like how is he continuing to, do his other stuff on the show? And he said, well, that's at the end of the series. Everything you're watching leads up to that eventually. So it's still all of his adventures. You're still going to watch them, but the first movie was the end all be all for the series.
Which movie?
The first one.
The first one.
When
Okay.
he like got the Krusty Krab,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the manager of the Krusty, and had like the double hat on. And
Yeah,
stuff, like,
yeah.
the end credits and stuff. That was always supposed to be like the end of the series, and then everything we watch on the show, even these 19 seasons, or more than that, probably way
crazy
more,
amount.
probably 20 something, has all been up till then. But I think that got like erased after like the second and third movie came out because I don't know how many.
What was the
retcons
second
they
movie
did.
called? Did we see the second movie?
I don't know, man. Honestly, to be honest with
Can you name all the movies?
No, I just know one sponge out of water. I think that was 3.
I think so. What the fuck? Give me a second. You just do your thing.
I mean, I don't. Anyways, so I feel like when it comes to a, I guess, a confrontation with the Flying Dutchman, I hope they do reference all the other instances they had with him and how it's just a continuing, just, I guess, plot line in a SpongeBob movie for some reason. But like, remember when you like did this with my ship and got that destroyed? Like, I don't know, just referencing certain aspects that they've ran into him before.
All right. 13 seasons of SpongeBob.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, 13 seasons of what?
of SpongeBob.
Till now?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah. I'll go back. It says 13 number of seasons. SpongeBob SquarePants.
No way.
I'm
It started in 99.
I'm looking at. I know. I see that it started. In
It's been
99,
24
May 1st.
years.
200 episodes.
What kind of Wikipedia are you looking up?
I am looking at
What did you Google?
the number of seasons. Maybe there is more. We'll double check it later
Yeah, that
at the
doesn't
end of
make
the
sense.
episode. But okay, the movies, however. Oh shit! I just fucked up. You just fucked up my search. SpongeBob movies.
As you can see, we haven't done our research, apparently. Or we're just pulling up random stuff at this point.
Okay, so SpongeBob the movie. Obviously.
Yeah.
SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, which is where he's like super muscular, like strong. And then it's just maybe this is just the third movie. No, that can't be right.
No, this is SpongeBob 4. That's what they announced it as.
Oh, Sponge on the Run.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Never.
2020.
Yep.
Rated R.
No, it's not. I would have seen it. But speaking of animation, the more exciting thing, the thing that I am super pumped for, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar, dude.
The new movie, which not only has all the characters back, but they're in their late 20s, early 30s.
I know.
So we get like halfway to where we saw like flashbacks from Korra. So we're like halfway there because he doesn't have the beard.
He doesn't
yet.
have it yet.
No. So we get him super, which is great because that does confirm. Hopefully, I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere, but they haven't talked about any of the cast returning except for Dante Bosco.
Okay, of course.
Which also Jack DeSena can come back, and like I've heard because I've listened to their podcasts that they have for Avatar: The Last Airbender with Dante Bosco and Janet Varney that plays Korra, and on there we get like Jack DeSena on and Zach Tyler Essen that played Aang. And with Jack DeSena, like I feel like with his normal voice, he can sound like a more mature Sokka without that, because he had an inflection to make him sound younger. So if he goes normal voice, you can get like that 20s, 30s sound. Same with like Mai Whitman that played Katara, and with Toph, and then Dante Bosco with Zuko, because he's timeless. But with Aang specifically, Zach Tyler Essen, he was 12 when he did that. Now he's an adult and he does not sound the same, which is perfect to have him still come back
cool.
as Aang, because in reality, if Aang had that voice, he should still sound how he would now, because that actor is around our age. So it would fit perfectly into that.
It would be so amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Dante Bosco. What a super nice guy. We met him at Comic-Con.
We did meet him at Comic-Con. We got
super nice
pictures with him
dude.
and everything. Yeah.
That was awesome.
He signed my pop and everything. And
That was dope.
That's rough, buddy. On my Chase Blue Spirit.
But no, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you have no idea.
So I'm going to jump real quick back into some horror for
Okay, hopping back
Paramount.
over. Okay.
Yes. Quiet Place Day 1.
Okay.
There's nothing I'm more excited for out of everything we have talked about.
First off, Quiet Place. Fox. That thing is awesome.
One of the best horror franchises ever.
So good.
Like, I put it into my top 5 out of recent, because obviously I'm going to put the classics up there because they are the classics. But like in the last like in the 2000s, horror franchises top 5, I can at least tell you that The Quiet Place and Last of Us are within that. Maybe even Insidious. Not gonna lie.
I don't think I've seen Insidious.
You haven't seen all. Yeah,
I like
you haven't seen
Conjuring.
it. We have to talk about that. Conjuring has fucked up with 3.
Conjuring's really good.
Insidious has had a little bit of a fuck up, but they haven't been as bad as The Conjuring.
Did you see The Fourth Kind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard that fucked people up. I didn't. There was nothing else about it though.
No. Back to The Quiet Place.
Okay.
So it has the lead actress from Us, and correct me if I'm, because I'm very bad at pronouncing his name, Lupita Nyong'o, and she is playing, I guess, the main character, and she's on a bus that gets hit by a meteor, and she gets out of the bus and sees the half of it that's left, and notices all with everyone else in New York City, one of the noisiest places on Earth. These meteors coming from the sky and these aliens coming out. We all know with these aliens, if you haven't seen A Quiet Place, there's a reason they're quiet. But these aliens hear sound, and they run away and they're screaming. So all of them are getting taken out in numbers. And we also have Alex Wolff is in it from Jumanji and Hereditary, as well as I forget his real name, but Eddie from Stranger Things is in it. But it seems like he's in pain, so maybe he's a quick cameo, or he just gets like attacked and they have to heal him or something. And we also have the character that we met in the last one in part 2 back as a flashback to his. So this is like going through his story that they encountered. So did we ever see the John Krasinski, like the dad, die?
Yes, in the first one.
We did? Did we see him die?
I'm pretty sure he got devoured. We can run that back. But
we'll have to look into it. We'll talk about it in the next one.
Pretty sure he did die.
But, yeah.
So, otherwise, he'd be in the second one.
True. I'm excited for it.
I'm very excited for it.
No one knows that you have to be quiet, so this is just going to be a lot of blood and guts and gore, and it's going to be great. And then, real quick, we have 2 more to go over. We're going to make this as quick as we can. The first one is If, which is with Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski, with this little girl that can see everyone's imaginary friends that were abandoned by these people, which is like Foster's
Home for Imaginary Friends.
But live action, and Ryan Reynolds described it as his very first own live action Pixar film. So this is going to be super fun. I can't wait.
Did they have a release date? I don't think so, right?
2024. Somewhere in that year.
That sounds like a fun
and
movie.
Then lastly, your love and behold, Tom Cruise Mission Impossible was announced.
Oh my god.
Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Death Reckoning Part 1.
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dead Reckoning Part 1. And
it looks pretty good. We didn't get too much from the trailer. Just that it's coming out a few days earlier in July, I believe.
Yeah. I think it's coming out on a Wednesday like Mario movie did.
Yeah. What is up with this?
Middle of the week, who knows?
There's movies in the middle of the week besides us.
The target demographic.
I guess, yeah. But no, I'm very excited to see it. I saw a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Tom Cruise is doing his own stunts as always, including driving a bike off of a cliff into a parachute, along with filming it.
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible.
He is the original GoPro.
He is. He is a GoPro himself. Yeah. But no, I'm very excited about it. I don't know how I feel about part 1 because I know it's going to be some sort of like weird cliffhanger.
Yeah. Everyone's going to think he's dead.
One more thing, a trailer that came out.
Yes.
The Hunger Games movie, the prequel.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
So it's a prequel about Hunger Games, about how the Hunger Games was actually like originally made.
I saw the teaser that just shows like the symbol, but that's
there's a whole trailer now.
Oh, we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll touch on that once he watches it because I'm on top of it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not.
Wait till the next episode when I have all these things you don't even know about.
Shut up. Where can you find Adam? Where can we find you, Adam?
Well, you can find me at Aomoria Photography. You can find Archangel at Archangel Studios Official. And you can find Nerd Locker Podcast on all social media and anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
You can find me at The Sphere 21 on any major social media platform, except for TikTok. I am Oliver Kahn, VA.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.